Hi you guys, my name is Cherita and I need an intro. We need to have a talk. Olivia Jade, come here baby, come here. Honey. Honey. You know, let's not do this, not today, not in 2019. If you don't know, Olivia Jade, who is the daughter of Lori Magellan, Aunt Becky from Full House and Fuller House. So Olivia Jade, which I'll probably refer to her as OJ because I mean, the name fits. So Olivia Jade is the daughter of a famous actress, and then her father is the owner, creator of Massimo, which is like big, it's like a big Target brand. Actually, off topic, but a long time ago, I did gymnastics with a girl named Melissa, but we used to call her Massimo. I don't know why, but we did. But anyways, that's besides the point. So Olivia Jade has a sister, Isabella Rose. I don't understand this first middle name thing, but whatever. Not my kids, not my problem. But both Olivia and Elizabeth, Isabella, Izzy, they both attend USC, and Olivia has actually made a YouTube career based off of her experience as a college student. So a lot of people follow her because, you know, she's like, here I am getting ready to go to a college party. Here I am getting ready to go to college class. Here I am doing a college this. Here I am being a college student. Well, a couple days ago, this big headline comes out and it's like, all of these people are paying their children's way to get into college. College. I mean, are we surprised? Not really. But does it need to be exposed? Absolutely. And here's why. I mean, this video can go in so many different directions, but this is the direction that I'm going today. So famous people, I guess, have been, and privileged people have been using their money to get them to, you know, to the status of whatever this status that we hold as a society means. So Olivia Jade wanted to go, or her parents wanted her to go to college so that she could, you know, oh, I'm not just a rich kid, I'm educated too. Olivia wants nothing to do with college, and she has said it multiple times. However, what's happening is she's taking away a spot at this university where people, like, this is a dream school for a lot of people, but they can't get in because they don't have the money or the privilege or the finances to be like, hey, let me just give you $500,000, $500,000 so that I can attend this school. It doesn't matter if I'm gonna get anything from it. It doesn't matter if I'm gonna get a degree from it. It matters nothing but the fact that, like, oh, I went to USC. Like, I'm just so confused at, like, why this is a thing. Olivia has been spotted saying, actually, I don't even want to say spotted. She has publicly said that she hates school. She has posted numerous things on her Twitter saying how much she hates school, but she's still going. A lot of people are trying to downplay it by saying, well, she didn't know. She didn't know that her mom was paying for her to go to school. So what you're telling me is that Olivia did not know that she didn't score high on her SAT? When she took her SATs and she got her results back in the mail, she didn't look at it and go, ooh, this isn't a good score, I'm probably not gonna get. I don't remember what I was saying because my card was full. Anyways, long story short, like, basically people are upset because like famous people, rich people, privileged people are using their privilege to take away from people who actually work hard to get into college. Olivia may not want to go to college, but her parents are forcing her. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, you don't understand, like, her parents just really want her to go to college. And my parents wanted me to do a whole lot. They still want me to do a whole lot. But if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. We live in different times. So back then it was like, oh, you have to go to college to get an education, to get a degree, to get a good job. You have to do this, you have to do that. People weren't starting their own businesses. People weren't, you know, making it big on social media platforms. Like, if Olivia is going to college but only using it as an experience, but not taking it serious and is not doing anything with her college degree, what's the point of her going to college when that space can be used for somebody who wants to be a doctor, or who wants to be a scientist, or who will use their degree to their advantage? There's even a video of Olivia. She doesn't even know what her degree is. Somebody asked her something about what's your major, and she was like, why is...
Oh, since I saw this, since I already saw this right here, I already know that he's a bad guy now.
Oh, you know he's a bad guy?
Yeah, I haven't finished the book yet.
No,
I finished this one.
Oh, you didn't finish the other one.
Yeah,
oh.
So I didn't know anything. I'm still just in the middle of it.
So basically, like, what's happening is rich people and privileged people are taking spots away from people who want to go to college to use their degree. You know, like, I can be a doctor if I wanted to, but I would literally have to go to college, and I would have to go through med school, and I would have to do this, and I would have to do that. And there's a lot of people who start at these levels at USC. But then you have people who are going just for the experience, and it's like, okay, if you want to experience college, here's what you do. You go to your local Walmart, you buy a shirt to the local school, you put it on, you walk into the game, you're part of it. It's not that hard, because I'm going to tell you now, I went to Sac State, California State University of Sacramento. I actually was a cheerleader for Sac State. And so obviously I went to, you know, all the football games. But when I went to parties, I never wore anything that said Sac State. Nor did I have classes with people that would, you know, go to the games. I mean, I'm sure, you know, there's some people that would go to the games and be like, you're in my psychology class, you're in my English class, blah, blah, blah. But campuses are so big that you can literally just put on a shirt to represent the school and go to the game, and nobody will question if you go to the school or not. And then another thing, Olivia was talking about how for the first day of school, like, I'm going to be in Fiji for work. And then, like, I know I'm going to miss a lot of classes because I'm going to be in New York for work. And then I know I'm going to miss a lot of other classes because I'm going to be in, like, Japan and China for work. And then, like, okay, if you're going to be missing that much class, what's the point of being in school? What's the point? We know you don't care. So why are you putting it off as if you can miss all these classes and still get a good education to do whatever it is that you want to do? I'm gonna tell you now, a communications major means nothing to a person who just turned on their camera and decided to start a YouTube channel. James Charles, did he go to college? Thriving on YouTube. Jay Versace, did he go to college? Did he graduate high school? Thriving on YouTube. So why are we taking away from people who want to do great things? And I'm not saying that YouTube isn't great, because I mean, I'm doing it. I'm not good at it, but I'm doing it. Why take away from people who want to do great things just so you can have the status? Because I'm gonna let you know, when you die, that status ain't going nowhere. She had a communications major, and then people only want to talk about affirmative action when it relates to like brown people and people of color. I was on Twitter, and there were so many people, because this sparked a whole conversation about affirmative action and like what it takes to get into college and this, that, and the other. And there's a lot of misconceptions about affirmative action. People think just because you're a person of color or just because you're black, you're going to get into college. That's not how it works. What happens is you have a prestigious college and you have a bunch of privileged white people who pay so that their kids can get into school, and then you have all these other brown students and people of color students who are trying to get in, who have better GPAs, who have more extracurricular activities than these rich people, and they're trying to get in. And they have to have this standard to even be qualified to go to this school. And then once they get into the school, people look at them and they go, oh, you're probably only here. Oh, you only got into this school because you're black and we have to have black people at our school. But what you don't understand is black people have to have the minimum GPA to even qualify. So yeah, sure, affirmative action exists. However, they can't get in on a 1.32 GPA just because they're black. People of color, when it comes to affirmative action, still have to meet all the requirements. It's not like the acceptance committee, they look through and they're like, ooh, we're gonna take the first 3 stereotypical black names and we're gonna accept them into our college. That's not how it works. And I wish people would unlearn affirmative action. Affirmative action is not what people think. It's not like, oh, we're just going to put black people and people of color in our schools just to say that we have them. No, that's not what it is. And that's not what it should be. And that's why HBCUs exist, because you had all these people of color, brown and black people who were smart and they were getting an education. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. And they were getting an education from high school and a good education, and they were passing with flying colors. But then you have your privileged people who would pay to be like, no, I'm gonna pay so that my child can just get into the school. And I'm not saying that HBCUs don't have their own issues. However, affirmative action is not what you think. Rich people, they get asked like, oh, are you sure you're not here because of mommy and daddy's money? Yeah, that happens. But have you ever just been a person of color chilling and been like, oh, you're probably here because of an athletic scholarship, or you're only here because of affirmative action? How about, no, I worked hard to get to where I want to be. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody. It's always, oh, just because you're black or just because you're a person of color. But to make a long story short, both Olivia and her mother have been dropped from whatever thing. So Olivia has been dropped from Sephora. Aunt Becky has been dropped from Hallmark. Like, people aren't playing. Basically what they're saying is you did your dirt and you're going to pay the consequences, because consequences happen all the time. But consequences need to happen when real things are happening. Does anybody want a 7-year-old boy? He's for free.
No, actually, I'm $400. Pay me.
So anyways, I will definitely be following up with this whole issue because there's a lot to talk about. Like I said, I could have...
She has an annoying son to take care of.
Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. And also do not forget to link up with me on my social media. All of that information will be down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until my next video, bye! Bye!